There are cars in Japan with over 400,000 miles on the clock. No engine rebuilt, no transmission replacement, still running clean oil pressure, still starting first try every morning. And here's what's strange. These aren't exotic engineering projects. They're regular Corollas, Civics, SUVs, and Hiluxes. The same cars people in other countries run into the ground by 150,000 miles. The difference isn't the engine. It isn't the climate. It's the maintenance philosophy most drivers have never heard of. And once you understand it, you'll never look at a service schedule the same way again. Most people treat their car like a machine that breaks when it breaks. You wait for the warning light. You go to the mechanic when something feels wrong. You change the oil when the sticker in the window says to. That's reactive maintenance. And it's the most expensive way to own a car. The Japanese approach is the opposite. It's called preventive interval maintenance, and it's built on a simple idea. Most mechanical failures don't happen suddenly. They happen slowly, invisibly, over thousands of miles of overlooked stress. The wear that destroys an engine at 180,000 miles was accumulating silently at 40,000. The transmission that slips at 120,000 miles started losing its fluid film years earlier. By the time you feel the problem, the damage is already done. So the question isn't how do Japanese cars survive high mileage? The question is, what are their owners doing before the damage even begins? The answer comes down to 3 specific habits, and the first one surprises almost everyone. Let's talk about what's actually happening inside your engine every time you start the car. The first few seconds after a cold start are the most damaging moments in any engine's life. Oil has settled down into the pan overnight. The pump needs 2 to 4 seconds to fully circulate fresh lubrication up to the cam journals, valve train, and timing components at the top of the engine. During those seconds, metal is running against metal with almost no lubrication film. Engineers call this startup stress, and it accounts for more cumulative engine wear than almost any other single factor. Now multiply that by 365 cold starts a year. Over 10 years, that's over 3,500 startup events where the top end of your engine runs dry for a few seconds before oil arrives. Japanese high-mileage owners minimize this damage through 2 specific behaviors around cold starts, and neither of them costs a single extra dollar. The second thing happening inside your car is fluid breakdown. Engine oil doesn't just lubricate. It suspends combustion byproducts, neutralizes acids, and maintains a thermal stability that keeps metal surfaces separated under extreme heat. Over time, that capacity degrades. The oil gets saturated. Its ability to protect drops off sharply in the final miles before a scheduled change. Most drivers push to the limit of manufacturer recommendations. Japanese long-term owners often change fluids slightly before the interval, not because the manual says to, but because they understand what degraded fluid is doing inside the engine on every drive. And it's not just the engine oil. There's a second fluid most drivers completely ignore, and it's silently destroying one of the most expensive components on your car. Here's the actual maintenance philosophy broken down into practical steps. Step 1. Manage your cold starts. When you start a cold engine, don't rev it. Don't drive aggressively for the first 2 to 3 minutes. Let the oil pressure fully circulate before putting the engine under load. Modern engines don't need long warm-up periods, but they do benefit from gentle driving in the first mile or 2. No hard acceleration until the temperature gauge starts to move. Step 2. Change engine oil at or slightly before interval. If your manufacturer recommends 5,000 miles, don't wait until 5,500. The cost difference between changing oil on time versus late is almost nothing. The wear difference compounds over years. Use a quality oil that meets the viscosity rating and spec for your engine, and don't mix oil types between changes. Step 3. Service your transmission fluid on schedule. This is the one most drivers skip. Automatic transmission fluid, and especially CVT fluid, breaks down under heat cycling just like engine oil does. Contamination buildup in old fluid accelerates wear inside the valve body, clutch packs, and torque converter. Many manufacturers list no service interval for transmission fluid, labeling it lifetime fill. Japanese mechanics largely disagree with this. Changing transmission fluid every 30 to 50,000 miles keeps the internal components protected and prevents the contamination buildup that causes shuddering, slipping, and early failure. Step 4. Flush your coolant system on schedule. Coolant doesn't just prevent freezing, it contains corrosion inhibitors that protect the water pump, radiator, and aluminum engine components. Those inhibitors deplete over time. Old, depleted coolant becomes acidic and starts attacking the very parts it's meant to protect. A coolant flush every 50,000 to 100,000 miles, depending on fluid type, keeps the entire thermal management system running clean. Step 5. Address minor issues before they escalate. A small oil leak ignored for 10,000 miles becomes a major seal failure. A slightly rough idle that you live with can mask a developing sensor issue that eventually damages the catalytic converter. Japanese preventive maintenance culture means dealing with small things while they're still small. But even if you follow all 5 steps, there are common mistakes that silently undo all of that careful maintenance. Let's go through them. 1. Using the wrong oil viscosity. Your engine is designed around a specific oil thickness. Running a heavier or lighter oil than spec affects the lubrication film at operating temperature and can reduce how effectively oil reaches critical upper engine components. Always check the owner's manual and match the spec exactly. 2. Skipping the transmission fluid entirely. Because it's hidden and rarely discussed, ATF and CVT fluid is the most commonly neglected fluid on modern cars. Many drivers go the entire ownership of a vehicle without ever changing it and wonder why the transmission starts acting up around 100,000 miles. 3. Hard acceleration on a cold engine. This is the startup stress problem in real life. The engine hasn't reached operating temperature. The oil hasn't fully circulated. Putting the car under heavy load in the first minute causes accelerated wear at the top of the engine, where oil takes longest to reach. 4. Ignoring small leaks and warning lights. A minor coolant leak can lead to overheating. A small oil seep can lead to low oil pressure events. An O2 sensor fault can cause the engine to run rich, washing oil off cylinder walls with excess fuel. None of these are dramatic failures at first, but they build toward one. 5. Treating service intervals as maximums rather than guidelines. Manufacturer recommendations are often calibrated for average conditions and average use. If you drive short trips frequently, live in extreme heat, or tow regularly, your fluids degrade faster. Adjusting your service intervals to match real-world conditions, not just the calendar, is exactly what long-term Japanese vehicle owners do. When you consistently manage startup stress, fluid quality, and small repairs, the long-term effect is compounding. Engine wear follows a curve. The components that fail first are the ones that ran longest without adequate lubrication or ran in contaminated fluid. Maintain those conditions consistently, and the wear curve flattens dramatically. Seals last longer when they're not exposed to degraded oil with compromised seal conditioners. Sensors stay accurate when they're not operating in a contaminated fuel or combustion environment. Bearings hold their tolerance when the lubrication film is consistently maintained. The transmission is one of the best examples of long-term impact. A CVT that gets fresh fluid every 40,000 miles experiences far less heat-related degradation than one running on original fluid at 120,000. The difference isn't just in lifespan, it's in fuel economy, shift response, and the absence of expensive repair bills in middle age. The same logic applies to the cooling system. An engine that's never been allowed to run hot because the coolant was always clean and the system was free of corrosion. That engine's head gaskets, water pump seals, and aluminum surfaces stay in far better condition over time. This is why high-mileage Japanese vehicles aren't a mystery. They're the product of compounding small decisions made correctly over many years before any warning light ever turns on. There's no single secret that makes a car last 400,000 miles. What there is a collection of unglamorous, consistent, preventive habits that stack up over years of ownership. Manage your cold starts. Stay ahead of your fluid intervals. Don't ignore small problems. Match your maintenance to your actual driving conditions, not just the default calendar. Subscribe if you want that kind of practical, no-nonsense car knowledge. It's here every week, and it's always worth watching before the problem finds you first.